more interaction leads to greater trust. You see, when you go to a business faithfully and they continue to provide you with a good meal, and they continue to provide good service, you realize, I can trust this business. And then you go there frequently and you become dependent on them for your food. For example, I trust ShopRite. I trust Chick-fil-A. I trust Wendy's. I trust not as much McDonald's. But when you go to a business faithfully and they keep providing, you continue to trust them and you go there more frequently. What's the favorite restaurant place that you go to that you trust in? I want you to put that in the chat. Or also, maybe you trust a friend by constantly communicating with them. At first, you kind of met them and you weren't really sure, but the more you hung out, the more they pursued relationship with you, you began to trust them. And now you come to a place in your life where if you're going through a problem, you know who to call and who's going to show up and who's not, because you've built that trust with them through spending time together. So spending time at the business, attending there frequently to eat or to shop, increases your trust in that business, and spending time with your friend increases your trust for your friend. Trust comes from spending time and seeing consistency. Spending time and seeing consistency. And so many people say, man, I want to trust God more. How do I trust in God more? And everyone talks about trusting God more. But trusting God more is very simple. It comes from spending more time together in relationship. The more you continue to interact and see God's faithfulness and walk with Him and connect with Him through His Word, through prayer, through fellowship, through spending time with God, the deeper your trust will grow, because you'll be experiencing His faithfulness more and more every day. But you have to spend time, right? You can't really trust a friend too well if you don't see their life and their consistency. You can't really trust God well if you don't actually engage in relationship with Him. So engaging in relationship with God is a real key. So we need to take advantage of this. And I love how, trust comes by spending time with God. Now, that phrase, spending time, we say it all the time, like, oh, I'm spending my time in this. Think about that word, spending, right? Use the word spending when you're purchasing something, you're spending money. So time is similar. It's spending, meaning it's something that costs you. The time you invest is something you have to actually be intentional about, placing that time in a certain place. So spending time with God will cost you other things. It might cost you, you're missing the party. It might cost you less hours of work and less money. It might cost you less sleep. You might have to wake up early to spend time with God. It might cost you putting your phone away. It might cost you your favorite show. But with that cost, with whatever you spend it on, like if you spend money, you will be able to obtain something. And if you spend time, there's a reward for that. Hebrews 11:6 says God rewards those who diligently seek Him. So when you spend time with God, He rewards you with more of His presence, more of His power, and more of His person, more of Jesus, and more pleasure in God. So it's worth it. Spend the time with God, and that will help you grow in your trust and your faith in God. And there's a reward for diligently seeking Him, knowing that all of these efforts that we put in are only a response to the grace that God showed us through the death of His Son on the cross, which is a free gift, not a reward, a free gift of salvation.